Hi friends, I hope your day is going great. Alright, so today I wanted to make some black and white cards is what I'm calling them, because I actually had a customer in a little while ago, and he was saying, I really love collecting the fun black and white patterns, and I was like, oh, that's interesting, and so I kind of started to think about it, and I was like, you know what, there are so many wonderful black and white patterns. If you just go and like look through your, I don't know if you are those, I don't know if you're the kind of person that collects paper. Ha, I am. Definitely. I love paper. And so at the shop I was looking through and I was like, well, let's just look at the black and white only. And I was like, how fun. How fun is this? And so, and the fact that, even though maybe the black isn't like the same black, I know that seems kind of weird, but you'll see what I'm saying here when you look at it on the black paper. See how it's not the same shade of black. You still get that really fun combination of patterns. I just really loved it together. So that's what the cards today are kind of based off of. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to lay these pieces down here. One of the pieces is going to be a little bit bigger than all the rest, so you have to decide which one of those that is going to be. Which one do you love the most? The sentiment I've chosen is the thinking of you sentiment, because I thought that worked out nicely. So if you want the little hedgehogs to be the biggest because you're thinking of your human, you can put that right there, which is kind of cute. Or you can kind of tuck him in here, like he's kind of hidden, and then you can have one of the other patterns kind of being on top. So you can really kind of decide what makes sense for you. So I think that I'm going to do mine like this. I kind of like the little hedgehogs just kind of peeking out of the side there. Okay, so here we go. We're going to lay this on. All right, so the hedgehogs, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to go ahead and just use some glue and just lay it on the back side of there. Then on here, I'm going to line this up so that I get an 16th of an inch border on three sides. The top, the left, and the bottom. Okay? Now, as we lay on the next pieces, we're going to leave about, I would say about an inch. Let me just double check. That's correct. So about 1 inch. Oh, a little less. We're going to do about half an inch, roughly half an inch. And you can lay them all down and kind of see like, oh, the spacing needs to be like this. But I think that half an inch is about correct. The back side of the polka dot is more hedgehogs. Okay, again, we're going to match up the top and bottom. And then we're going to lay down the next one. And when I say match the top and bottom, I mean we're just going to give, again, the 16th of an inch on the top and bottom. And we're doing about the same width for the polka dot and the hedgehog. So then as we lay down the last little piece, which is the back side of this Peekaboo Animals paper, we're going to again end up with an 1/8 of an inch on the right and then the top and bottom. So you end up with this nice black border on all four sides. See? So it just really nicely frames that out. Then we're just going to go ahead and adhere that onto the card base. And we're going to give ourselves about an 1/8 of an inch, or sorry, actually it is about an 1/8 of an inch. Well, we'll go with about 1/16 of an inch, roughly. Well, a fat 1/16 of an inch, almost 1/8 of an inch. A thick one. All right, so there we are. So that's what we end up with. Isn't that so cute? And then you can put your message inside. Now, the thinking of you. So what you're going to do is just grab a pen. I recommend a black pen because it will go with the black and white theme here. I'm using a glaze pen. It's a nice big black, almost like a juicy gel pen, except that this pen also bonds to acrylic paint, so you can sign your painting when you're all done. It's a really amazing pen. All right, so what we're going to do here is actually going to start out by just drawing a circle. It does not have to be perfect. In fact, it's kind of better if it's not. And you're just going to kind of do this kind of a thing. A scribble swirl. All right, so that's what we've ended up with. I know it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, again, it's better if it's not. All right, so now once that dries, so mine's going to take a second for it to dry. You're going to go ahead and we're going to fussy cut that. We're actually going to cut that out. Fussy cut just means to cut out. So, but when we cut it out, we're actually going to be like going right up to that edge. Oh, I'm going to give myself just about a 1/16 of an inch. Oh, apparently less than 1/16 of an inch there. But just a tiny bit of a border. So we're not actually cutting directly on the black line. We're just cutting around the black line. All right. And if there was a part of your scribble that you didn't like, now is a great time to cut that off because no one's going to know except for you. All right, so this is what we've ended up with. Isn't that cute? And now we're just going to put our pop dot right on the back side of that, right on the back side of the thinking of you, and we're just going to stick that on the front of the card. And there we have it. It's not too difficult, but it is fun. Oh, isn't that so cute? Thinking of you. I just think that's so sweet. And it's popped up. Whoops. You have that dimension. Oh, such a fun card and such a great way to make a focal point on a card using a pen you got laying around. So, all right, that's the first card of the black and white cards. On to the next one.